at 12. I am Uyai and Nyekan coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Let's take a look at the major stories. Federal government to harmonize FIRS, customs, other revenue collecting agencies. Assembly's desire to fix members' pay illegal. Bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. Thanks for joining us. First in the news this afternoon is an update that Nigeria's leader, President Bola Tinubu, has returned to Abuja after a two-day trip to Guinea-Bissau for the 63rd ordinary session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Authority. Tinubu emerged as the new ECOWAS chairman after President Muhammadu Buhari, who previously held the position in 2018. Tinubu told the leaders in the SERB region that under his leadership, the Commission will take them in the SERB region had reached an alarming proportion with terrorism and an emerging pattern of military takeover that now demand urgent and concerted actions from member states. Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on Revenue, Zach Adedeji, made this known to newsmen. Adedeji said the government action system and not by adding extra taxes. Adedeji clarified that the Tinubu administration is not going to collapse revenue-generating bodies but will use government within government. Adedeji also stressed that Tinubu has already approved the harmonization of all the revenue-collecting agencies who are supposed to operationalize the Nigerian constitution are undermining the country's democracy. According to Obasanjo, an example of constitutional abuse is a situation where members of the National Assembly fix their own salaries in clear usurpation of the duty of the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission. The former president said this in Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital, at a public lecture organized as part of activities marking the 60th anniversary of the call to bar of Are Babalola. While urging political leaders to put the interests of citizens ahead in all decisions, Obasanjo pointed out that democracy does not mean anything to a man who is hungry, whose life is in danger, or whose property is theirs. Adewale Adeniyi has vowed a heavy clampdown on all thieves, insisting that the nation cannot afford to let saboteurs take over its economy. Adeniyi, who hinted that there were still cases of smuggling of premium, the agency had adopted new border patrol strategies to close in on oil thieves. He made this disclosure on the sidelines of a sensitization workshop on the Nigeria Customs Service Act 2023 for management staff of the NCS in Abuja. Adeniyi added that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, intercepted a suspected Cameroon-bound vessel. In the meantime, the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdulkarim Chukwu, has promised that the anti-graft agency will sustain its partnership with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC. According to a statement by the Commission spokesperson Wilson Wajuren, Chukwu also said the EFCC was committed to working with critical stakeholders in the actualization of UNODC's mandate in Nigeria. According to the statement, Chukwu made this known during a meeting with the UNODC country representative Oliver Stope at the Commission corporate headquarters in Abuja. In education, the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TETFund, has engaged the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, to monitor its projects in tertiary institutions across the country. The body also noted that it would improve students' account disclosure while presenting a 30-seater bus to NANS in Abuja. Eternal set of any policy international markets projects at traders to engage in commitment to complete depletion, emphasizing, stressing the beauty of the metropolis and the the project accommodate the customers' businesses on the third Government House correspondent Yarenyi, Secretary of Sahel, Development of the Region, and Instrumentalization Africa campaign organized the new constitution of 2 terms submitted to a referendum. President Tayyip Erdogan has in Ankara and ensure ratification terms after hosting talks between it, but stressed that a clear date port city of Odessa evading air defenses and strikes in 2 terminals. Still to come.
Business exists that gives you the option on Spectrum Television.
Nigeria currently accounts commission NUPRC and at the Nigerian Association for Energy to guarantee energies. The world had witnessed the evolution of very hydrogen and other renewable sources of $1 at the investors and exporters window. According to reports, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the president learns about the expanding gap between the official and private BDCs operators in the forex to avoid contracting diphtheria, as everyone is only children under 5 years for proper diagnosis and treatment to person through cough vaccination. Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals adjustment of the consolidated health salary structures in a communique issued and signed by the president of Nahib Kamal Ibrahim, adequate funding for the sector, improve the work. We move now to sports, where Ashley Young has agreed to Premier League and FA Cup League Cup with United and earned 39, played over 700 career Everton side. Human rights ECHR has ruled in female athletes. The 32-year-old meter and a mile without taking testosterone. Since regulations requiring her to take legal battles to overturn the decision, court ruling 3 years ago does not pave the way for Semenya. And songwriter John Igodaro, professor, in an interview with Newsman, said the death of the mother CEO of Marvin Records, Michael. Still on entertainment, Hawaiian Peninsula's Mental Islands reports say had surfing accident and did not make it to the art of tube riding. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Olive Region, and thanks for watching and do enjoy the rest of your day.